A lot of Republicans, 100 plus, you're amongst them. And on the Senate side, about a dozen with Ted Cruz leading. They want a 10-day pause to examine what happened in certain battleground states. But a lot of allies of the president not on board. Senator Tom Cotton, Senator Braun, Senator Portman. They're saying, no, this is not the place. Senator Lee of Utah, who helped the president during impeachment. Do you understand their point of view that this should be a formality?
Yeah, so we're actually, when I leave here right now, I'm going to walk downstairs and underneath the Capitol, and all the Republicans are getting together in the House to try to see if we can get on the same page. So we're probably going to have a 2 to 3 hour meeting here. I don't know if it's possible because Republicans are independent thinking. You have people that are kind of on all sides of this issue. I think it makes a lot of sense to try to answer some of these questions that are out there. For example, I saw earlier on your show these ballots that just got pulled out in suitcases. Now, look, I'm from California. We sit and count ballots for a month afterwards. It's a horrible process. They mail ballots to everyone. But I've never seen ballots being brought out in suitcases and then ran through a machine. And I will tell you, a lot of people made a lot to do with this, supposed leaked phone call with the Washington Post, like they always do, bombshells. And of course, we're hearing for the 100th time, this is Watergate. Well, what I found on there is the Secretary of State from Georgia couldn't answer the president when he was asking, where did those ballots come from? What do you know? Who were the people handling them? Those are the types of questions that I think people in my area, in the San Joaquin Valley of California, they want to know those answers. And I think we should all want to have free and fair elections and believe that our institutions are going to survive so that people respect the outcomes.
And of course, the president continues with his baseless accusation of voter fraud, and which, by the way, were found not to be true by his own appointed judges. Over 50, I repeat, over 50 of rulings which went against the Trump campaign about an alleged or a lot of alleged voter frauds. They could not provide any sort of evidence. But Trump does know that his followers are as blind and are as ignorant, and so therefore he keeps repeating this over and over and over again. You see, you can call a banana apple. It is not true, but you can totally call a banana apple, and you can repeat it, and you keep repeating it, and you can convince yourself and some other people to call it what you call it, but it still does not make it true. And this is exactly what we're dealing with right now. Now, every Republican who is going on with this conspiracy theory or this debunked notion of voter fraud are only protecting themselves and their political career, because they fear that Donald Trump may tweet something about them. Right now, as we speak, Donald Trump is hoping and looking up to his vice president, Mike Pence, to overturn the election. And we all know he has absolutely no constitutional right to do that.
And I hope Mike Pence comes through for us, I have to tell you. I hope that our great vice president comes through for us. He's a great guy. Of course, if he doesn't come through, I won't like him quite as much. Now, Mike is a great guy. He's a wonderful man and a smart man and a man that I like a lot. But he's going to have a lot to say about it.
January 6th will be a long day in Congress, and as they object and do all of these things, but remember, this is only ceremonial. The elections have already been certified. Experts have already confirmed that these will affect nothing. And of course, there are few late, boomers, as far as late Republicans who are now coming up and supporting the fact that, it's been a free and fair election, so let's move on. They even went as far as to the Supreme Court, and what they say, they ain't trying to hear nothing. because there's no evidence, there's no, it's baseless. But of course, if you're a Trump supporter, you don't want to hear facts. You just want to keep following what you're told, the lies you're fed, and following a lot of conspiracy theory.